SCORE President and CEO Jamie Woodson visited the Blount Partnership on April 26th for a VIP luncheon and to discuss education reform in the state of Tennessee. SCORE, which stands for the State Collaborative on Reforming Education, supports Tennessee's work to prepare students for college and the workforce. Their goal is to ensure that every Tennessee student graduates from high school and to make Tennessee the fastest improving state on key student outcomes that will lead to college and career readiness.
We really praise the work that's happening in this community. We are an organization, and I'm going to talk a little bit about who we are and what we do, but every day we work together. We are a combination of the philanthropic community, the business community, educators, policymakers, the whole nine yards. And what you all practice every day here in Maryville and Blount County is what we're trying to inspire across the state. And so y'all are going to hear a lot of stuff and I just hope that you know that it's with great admiration that I am here, because we try to take the best practices that you all are inspiring and mining here, and we really try to share those across the state. Obviously, even when we're excellent, there's room for improvement, and I know that y'all are constantly, it's just part of your culture. It's a competitive culture. It's a culture of excellence, and frankly, that's a culture that we want to see spread across the state and across the regions. So first, SCORE. We're the State Collaborative on Reforming Education, and we're a nonprofit, nonpartisan advocacy and research institution that is focused on one singular thing, and that's ensuring that students are prepared for the global marketplace when they graduate from high school. And we utilize a handful of different strategies. One is to inspire, and that's to really talk to folks about getting on a common horizon point, that the value of education and the importance of education and what it really means economically and educationally to communities and states. And so we work with a lot of the different stakeholders. It's one thing to have parents in one corner and students in another corner, policymakers in another, the business and philanthropic community and others, but to really leverage change, you've got to have folks pulling together. And we focus on illumination. One is giving the tough message of when the data is not really our friend, but we also are all about identifying and really examining what is really going well, not only in our state, but in the region and the country, and frankly globally, and trying to figure out how to scale those reforms up and spread those in Tennessee. And last but certainly not least, innovation. As you all know as business leaders, if you are standing still, you are falling behind. And so in public education, it's particularly challenging to keep pushing forward, but our educators in the state and our policymakers in the state are really continuing to push forward. So we really try to identify and cultivate and then spread those innovative reforms that are showing improved student outcomes.